Introduction: the module. This module will teach you about the different processes involved with Lean, its history and its many associated tools. Topics to be covered in the module are: what is Lean? History behind Lean. The Toyota Production System. The TPS House. Lean tools. What is Lean? Lean is a systematic approach to the reduction or elimination of actions that do not add any value. The process focuses on removing wasteful steps and is designed to be continually assessed to help promote a continuous chain of improvements. Using Lean can lower process cycle time, improve product or service delivery time, reduce or eliminate the chance of defects, decrease the amount of inventory, optimize resources for key improvements, allow high level of quality, increase customer satisfaction. History behind Lean. Lean is rich in history, with its origins able to be traced back to 1574, when King Henry III of France observed the Venice Arsenal complete gallery ships using continuous flow processes. Since then, history has shown us numerous examples of Lean processes, including Benjamin Franklin establishing principles regarding waste and excess inventory in the 18th century, and Frank and Lillian Gilbreth pioneering motion efficiency in the late 19th century. However, it was in Henry Ford's mass production plants at the start of the 20th century where many of the processes associated with Lean today were first established. Ford's understanding of the variety of waste and the concepts of value-added time and effort were invaluable to his success. The Toyota Production System. The Toyota Production System, TPS, is a management strategy that consists of the philosophy and practices of its creator, the automobile manufacturer Toyota. The system's main objectives are to remove inconsistencies and eradicate waste by designing out any flaws. It's key that the process remains as flexible as possible and is not overburdened with any added stress. Any tactical improvements for waste reduction should also be applied. The TPS process also highlights 8 types of waste. These are: waste of overproduction, largest waste; waste of waiting, time on hand; waste of transportation; waste of processing; waste of excess inventory; waste of movement; waste of making defective products; waste of underutilized workers. The TPS House. Both the Toyota Production System, TPS, and Lean share many similarities due to the Lean approach evolving from TPS. However, they are organized in different ways, with the TPS model often presented as a house consisting of 2 pillars, a center, a roof and foundation level. The left pillar of a house involves the process of just-in-time, JIT, and the techniques required to support it, such as continuous flow, pull replenishment systems, takt time, integrated logistics and quick product changeovers. The role of JIT in the TPS house is to synchronize the entire system with the customer's demands. The right pillar of the house involves Jidoka, often known as built-in quality. This pillar aims to employ autonomous machines that can sense when a set level of quality is not being achieved and stopping. The Jidoka approach is also supported by techniques including the 5 Whys and in-station quality control. In the center of the TPS house are highly motivated people who have the task of continuously improving the service and eliminating waste. As part of the TPS culture, employees are encouraged to not only perform their everyday roles, but to be creative and contribute to daily improvement activities. The foundation of the TPS house consists of operational stability, which means that variation within all aspects of the operations is under control. The roof of the TPS house is made up of the objectives and what all the other parts of the process support. This includes the best quality, high morale and the shortest lead time. It's important to understand that for the TPS house to work, it needs to be seen as a complete system. Not fully implementing certain parts will only lead to the system struggling to function. Lean tools. Value Stream Mapping, VSM. Value stream mapping is a visual method of representing the Lean process in terms of the physical flow of materials and the value created for the customer. A valuable tool in establishing where waste originates, value stream mapping helps in understanding what needs to be improved to reduce or remove the waste. Takt time. The exact time it should take for a product to achieve customer demand is known as takt time. The takt time tool can also help to establish the speed at which materials should flow to meet the needs of a customer. The tool is typically calculated by dividing available time by the amount of products required to meet customer demand. Kaizen. Kaizen is the process of having ongoing improvements worked on by all employees. It also acknowledges the philosophy that thinking and behaving empower employees into removing waste and replacing it with more effective processes. 5S. A process focused on cleanliness and standardized work. 5S consists of the 5 steps of sort, set in order, shine, standardize, sustain. Occasionally considered to be little more than a housekeeping effort, 5S is actually a total focus on workplace organization and effectiveness. Jidoka. Jidoka is perhaps best defined as automation with a human touch, otherwise known as intelligent equipment. One of the 2 pillars of the TPS house, Jidoka provides equipment with intelligence to build quality at the source. It functions by automatically stopping when it senses it is producing products that do not meet a certain level of quality. Jidoka can also be explained as the belief that everything should stop at the first sign of quality issues so that the problem can be resolved and waste limited. Single Minute Exchange of Dies, SMED. Single Minute Exchange of Dies, SMED, is the act of simplifying a changeover through systematically analyzing all the tasks performed during the process. It's also an important part of process operations as changeovers are often more expensive and complex than in discrete manufacturing. Poka-yoke. Consisting of several different techniques, Poka-yoke is the process of preventing defective products from being produced and stopping production equipment from being assembled incorrectly. It also includes actions such as designing equipment so that it can only be constructed in a certain way and using sensors to detect mistakes. 5 Whys. The 5 Whys process involves asking the question of why multiple times to understand the underlying cause of a problem. A typical 5 Whys analysis will involve appointing a facilitator, building a team with relevant knowledge, creating a problem statement, asking why the issue happened, recording the response. Standard work. Specific tasks undertaken by an operator, such as the sequence of operations and timing, are better known as standard work. The idea behind the approach is that there is an optimum way of completing every task. In other words, if a task can be defined and carried out by each employee in the same way, then variability will be removed. Total Productive Maintenance, TPM. Total Productive Maintenance, TPM, is a set of practices designed to increase manufacturing performance by improving how the equipment operates and how it is maintained. The approach concentrates on all levels of the operation and is highly team-focused. Cellular manufacturing. Cellular manufacturing is the process of categorizing the whole product line-up by products that require similar processing steps and conditions before assigning specific pieces of equipment to each category. Cellular manufacturing also offers several benefits, including shorter changeovers, high quality, better flow, reduced variability. Hijunka. Hijunka is a way of controlling the amount of material processed over time to assist with the takt time approach. It also helps in increasing operational stability and reducing variability in resource utilization and raw material requirements. Just in time. Just in time refers to the tools and techniques that allow an organization to create only what is necessary and when it is needed. This method can help to avoid overproduction, which in turn ensures inventories are not overloaded. Kanban. Kanban is a mechanism for visually signaling what is required, in other words, what needs to be produced to restock materials purchased by the customer. The visual signals of Kanban are typically expressed through large computer-driven screens or by operator workstations. Summary. In this module, we have learned that Lean is a systematic approach to the reduction or elimination of actions that do not add any value. The Toyota Production System, TPS, is a management strategy created by the automobile manufacturer Toyota to remove inconsistencies and eradicate waste by designing out any flaws. It's important to understand that for the TPS house to work, it needs to be seen as a complete system, as it will not function if incorrectly implemented. The Lean process includes a large number of tools which are designed to reduce and eliminate waste. Commonly used Lean tools include value stream mapping, takt time, 5S, Jidoka and just-in-time.